Welcome back to living in the San Francisco Bay Area. Are you looking for a neighborhood in San Francisco that is maybe pretty chill, goes to bed by 9, maybe it's got cooler weather and not a lot to do? Yeah, then the Castro's not for you. We are going to check out the Castro today, right in the heart of San Francisco, Upper Market. This neighborhood is booming no matter what time of day it is, no matter what day of the week. And we are going to check out all the fun it is. Plus, right now it is June, it's Pride Month. So that means the rainbows are out in full force. There are activities happening all the time, and it's so much fun in the Castro. Come check it out with me. I'm Andrea West. I've been a realtor since 2010. I lived in San Francisco for 8 years. I'm originally from Marin, and now I live in the East Bay. So I know Bay Area real estate from both sides of the bridge. When we work together, your goals are my business. I'd love to hear from you. My contact information's below. You can shoot me a text, give me a call, or send me an email. I'd love to get a comment from you. Please comment below, and don't forget to hit the subscribe and like button, so I can bring you more amazing content about the Bay Area. Let's walk around the Castro right now. All right, here we are on Castro Street at 18th. This is an iconic corner. This has got beautiful rainbow crosswalks at all 4 parts of the intersection. You can see people out here walking at all times of the day. It's like 3 o'clock on a Tuesday. It's just beautiful weather, and it's so much fun. I love that everyone is just out having a great time. Now on Castro, which is the street we're on, that's where we're gonna start. You can see so many rainbows. We're gonna walk up here. So that's Euro Express. They've got really tasty Mediterranean food and the Mexican food next door at La Tortilla. And of course, you can get some really good bagels here at Posh Bagels. I love this bookstore, Fabulosa Books. They've got books for people from all walks of life. Obviously, lots of LGBTQ friendly and positive books. It's right next to Cliff's Variety. The two are actually kind of connected, and this is a hardware store. You can see just all the fun paraphernalia they have. So it's a hardware store with pride, a little bit of a twist, if you will. And then this is Cliff's Variety. It's like the stationery shop that's connected right next door. I got Vietnamese food here. Like apartments above that. Just like clothing and apparel shop there. So there's some fun sport coats. It's one of the few little parking lots here in the Castro. Heading up, we got a little CVS Specialty Services here. This used to be US Bank. I think they've moved on. Yeah, Castro Nails here. There's actually a lot of nail salons in the Castro, which is super fun. This is the beautiful Castro Theatre. It used to be open, and it's not anymore. Anyway, if you want to check out renovation updates, it was so fun coming to watch queer movies here and be part of the community. It's a beautiful, iconic theater. Really breaks my heart that it's not open anymore. Right next to that's the Castro Coffee Company. And then there's a hair place and Pizzalicious. And bear with me, guys, this is one of the iconic Castro must-haves. If you're in the Castro, or if you've never been to the Castro, you have got to go to Hot Cookie. I mean, it's called Hot Cookie. It's so great. They've got all sorts of fun shaped cookies. Let's put it that way. Let's pop in a Hot Cookie real quick. Oh my God, I bought this place. It's really just a counter. It's so cute. You order here and you get all sorts of like pride color, like marshmallows, really tasty cookies. Let's check that box out. I mean, it's just so much fun. My fun staple here in the Castro. Next door to Hot Cookie, I love Twin Peaks. This is kind of a more classic Victorian kind of architectured bar here, and you can imagine the Castro has got no shortage of bars. I love this one for a few reasons. It's a little more chill. It's maybe a little bit more of a mature vibe. It's not kind of your party sort of thing going on. So if you just want like a martini or a glass of wine or something and just hang out here on the corner, I really love Twin Peaks, a little more chill. You're also right here next to the Muni station. So a lot of people, like if you're commuting to and from downtown and you don't want to walk, it's a little far to walk. You could walk, but it's a little far. So a lot of people take the Muni there. If you take the hill, this is Castro going up. We're going to head over into like Corona Heights, which is up there on the left. And if you went straight further, you'd go over into like Haight-Ashbury, Lower Haight-DuBose Triangle, and then even further into like Nopa. And then that takes you out to the marina. If you took it all the way, it turns into Divisadero and goes into the marina because that's over that way. And this is Market Street, this other street that's going like that. So you go on Market down there, and then that takes you right into downtown. You could literally just walk Market Street maybe 15 blocks and you'd be downtown. And then they closed this street off. It used to have a, one of those street cars, the cable cars that went up and down it. I think it still does, but they closed off the street to traffic. I love this corner here, and it looks like they're actually decorating the rainbow even more on the ground, which is so much fun. If we go over this way, we're gonna hit another icon here in the Castro. This is Orphan Andy's. It is a 24/7 diner. It is open all the time. So, you know, at 3, 4 a.m. after the clubs are closed and you have nowhere to go and you're hungry, this is your spot. It is so much fun. I've definitely been here. The food's great, kind of classic diner food, eggs and sandwiches and soups and all that fine kind of good stuff. And it's so cute and just adorable inside and so festive and colorful. I love it. So anyway, check out Orphan Andy's, especially if it's a little bit late, and it's a lot of fun. It's a really good place to go and hang out with your friends, get a good bite to eat. Going on this way, you see we got a cannabis place here. There is a Brazilian restaurant here. Go get some Brazilian food, looks really tasty. Then it kind of turns into mostly residential. There's a couple cafes further down. So we're gonna go check out more of the heart of Castro and walk around a little bit more. So here in this corner right outside Twin Peaks, there's really cool like art installations. Again, right here by the Muni, the one underground takes you to downtown on Market Street. It's a 24 to Visadero. This will take you across to Viz instead of to downtown. So there are the Munis as well here. Across the street over here, we've got Soul Cycle, which is basically just club music to spinning. If you like to do like biking, you know, indoor biking, you don't know, this is super fun. You can imagine it gets a good draw here. People love to work out in the Castro, so there's lots of fun stuff like that. There's a laser place here. Marcello's Pizza. I love Marcello's. Definitely had Marcello's a number of times. So right next to Louie's Barbershop, you can get your haircut. There's a Rossi's Deli here. You can go get a sandwich. This place, Knobs, is claiming to be the gayest shop ever. It does look pretty gay, I'll give you that one. So fun, lots of fun apparels and things you can wear and buy. Very festive looking. Oh, I love that rainbow like hat there, so fun. This is the Cove. It's like a little, you know, breakfast brunch spot. So this is 440 Castro Street. This is a fun bar with music and dancing, and you know, during the day there's obviously people and drinking and having a good time. Up that ceiling. Maybe a cute little parklet out here. We love our parklets. And then right next door is the little novelty shop. And then here's Q Bar, lots of fun. Fratelli Pizza, you can go and get a slice of pizza here. You can notice lots of pizza places that are open pretty late, if you know what I mean, in this area. This is Cafe Mystique. You can come get breakfast or brunch or lunch. And then this is a restaurant and brew house with Indian food here. And then this is the Center for Health and Wellness at Strut. And then Blush is a wine bar. They have like wine and beer and food. And then coming up here, we are walking up to Walgreens. It's a little less glamorous, but definitely good to have a place with all the staples right here in the heart of Castro. You can come get, you know, your toiletries and whatnot. And have that so convenient. And a lot of times there's a lot of street vendors that come out and sell their work and have art or different things. We're gonna go walk this way. We're gonna walk down 18th and go check out some more fun places. You can see every way you go. Over there, there's more pizza. Right there, there's Harvey's. Harvey's is a nightclub. I've definitely been there. That is so much fun. Go out dancing and just have a really good time. Again, thanks for joining me today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button and follow me for more fun videos in the Bay Area. We've got Starbucks. We let Starbucks into Castro, so you can come get your staple coffee here. Copper is right next door. So they've got like craft cocktails and bar bites and brunch. The Mix, one of my favorite spots. The Mix is so much fun and it's so cute. And it's like, don't think it's gonna get crowded in there, but it always does. It's just like packed. It's not right now because it's the middle of the day, but if you come on the weekend or the evening, it is packed in there. They used to have a pool table, they don't anymore. And there's a whole like back patio area and they bring in drag queens and so much fun. It's just a really good time. And then again, we've got more parklets here. There's a nice little Poesia. I know it has that cafe. It's a little Italian place. You can come get some to eat and some coffee. And then Lark, looks like it's turning over. It's gonna be a new place called Jolly Flower Inc. So it's gonna be a new cocktail bar. Across from there, there's the Midnight Sun. That's another kind of bar nightclub, so to speak. The Blind Butcher is here. It says they're open, but they look kind of close to me. You can see it is just sprinkled with these beautiful Victorians, just kind of like all over the neighborhood, which is so fun. I've just got lots of Victorian architecture, very iconic, like early 1900s San Francisco. Moby Dick is the one over there flying all the fun flags. Another really fun place to go out, like kind of nightclub, dance bar. And as we're walking this way, we're actually walking toward Mission Dolores. If I go about 4 or 5 more blocks, I'm going to be in Dolores Park. Dolores Park is a beautiful park, gorgeous neighborhood. I'm going to have to do a whole separate episode on Mission Dolores. But it is just a wonderful neighborhood to go walk to. People go take a bottle of wine and a picnic and go do, fun activities all day. It is also where the Dyke March takes off and goes in and around Castro and then down into the Mission. So it's definitely iconic and really important to kind of the entire community here in the Castro. Across the street, there's Urban Flowers, and then Sit and Spin, which is a fun laundromat, and they really just have a fun time at making cool activities and drinks for you. Got bubble tea there while you are doing your laundry. So kind of a cool business concept. Just gonna go up a little bit further toward Mission Dolores. Casa, this beautiful purple building on the corner, is kind of a local Indian chain. There's a few throughout San Francisco, really tasty Indian food. I love Indian food. They're kind of fun, like Indian street food stuff. Now we're at Noe and 18th. So Noe Valley is over the hill there. Noe and 18th is where we're at, and Noe and 24th is kind of the heart of Noe Valley. So yeah, walking from Noe and 18th, say this one is called the Last Call Bar, just kind of fun. Again, this is just such a great neighborhood. A lot of people walk here. So some people own cars, but honestly, you can see the number of units in these buildings and the number of parking spaces don't always add up. So sometimes you'll be in one of these buildings that's 2 or 3 units and there's only 1 car parking in the garage. Sometimes there's more. So a lot of people here don't have cars. You're right in the middle of San Francisco. Honestly, you don't need one unless you're someone that's like going out of town a lot, maybe going up to wine country or going skiing or to Tahoe or down to LA or something. You probably don't need a car living in San Francisco. The public transit is so good. I mean, you can get to the East Bay, you can take BART, you can take the ferry and get around really easily. So a lot of people don't have vehicles here. Plus, if you're anything like me, when I lived in the city, I biked everywhere. I thought biking was the best way to go. I didn't have to deal with as much traffic. I could get everywhere really quick. It was actually sometimes faster than if I drove, definitely faster than if I walked. And it's not that I don't like public transit, but I like to do things on my time. So I didn't have to go with their whole schedule, which was kind of nice. So anyway, just a plug for biking instead of having to do one of the other options. But there are also lots of scooters and bikes you can rent around the city as well. So that's another option if you don't want to own a bike yourself, but you want one every now and then. This city is so easy to get around in. And look at that, we're actually coming up pretty close to Dolores Park. We're coming up here to Sanchez and 18th, and I would say this is pretty close to where it changes to Mission Dolores from the Castro. And I wanted to come up and show you this really fun creperie here, La Marée Bistro Creperie. They've got really good crepes, croissants, all sorts of really tasty stuff. So this place, they're closing up for the day, so a little bit later in the afternoon. They've got a cute parklet. It's just really fun stuff. All right, so back here at Castro and 18th, we're gonna go check out this side of the street real quick because like I said, there's so much to do here. It's so much fun. So like I said, you'll see street performers kind of throughout San Francisco, but in the Castro is one of the more popular places to come because it's so bustling. Here is Bank of America. I love what they did with their heart here. It's so pretty. The hands in the middle, it's great. The Sausage Factory, great Italian food. Eaten there, really tasty. Kind of a fun name, of course. Couple doors down, Hamburger Mary's, also really good food. You'll get a good hamburger there. Great shirts in here. San Francisco Mercantile. Lots of fine LGBTQ clothing and paraphernalia. Nice, you got the Hamburger Mary's thing, I didn't realize. Oh, this is so sad. Hamburger Mary's is no longer here. It looks like it's for lease. Super bummed, I love that spot. Went up here on the National AIDS Memorial. And there is a great Greek place with tasty food and delights. Ooh, haven't actually been there. I'm gonna go check that one out. Turkish Delight. Phil's Coffee, San Francisco staple for coffee, Bay Area in general. You will get your caffeine rush there for sure. And you can see it's so gorgeous today. It's June. So the weather is actually getting better in the city. We always kind of call it June gloom. It's usually a little bit foggier in June, but it's getting toward the later half of June and it's really nice out today. So I'm loving it. This place is called Handjob. I love it. Nail and spa here. Come get your nails done. This place is called Queer AF. You can come get some fun stuff. They're closed right now. And then over here, up on the corner, you've got Buffalo Whole Foods. They're kind of like a local grocer. They've got some tasty kind of like organic foods and snacks and things. Swirl Wine Bar, you can buy bottles of wine. Love them. And here's a cute little antique shop. I actually haven't been in there. That looks fun. Vietnamese pho place here. Fable, you can go eat outside in the garden. Really cute little spot. I think we've actually eaten there. They've got a very charming garden in the back. Like Better's Bake Shop, you can go get some baked goods here. Chiropractor, another day spa. Place is called Dumpling Kitchen, and I think they're closed right now. Oh, Mud Puppies Tub and Scrub. Oh my goodness, look at the little ones. Oh my goodness, above us. This looks like a dog grooming place. So cute. Oh my goodness. Oh, dog wash. So you will notice people of all ages and walks of life here in the Castro. It is definitely not just gay and queer people. It is all sorts of people come here to have a good time. Everyone is welcome in the Castro. That's one of the beautiful things, just like San Francisco, everyone is welcome here. It's so much fun to come walking around. It's just, like I said, a really good time. A place called Rock Hard, and they sell all sorts of fun stuff too. There's a pharmacy there. And here's another store. You get buy one, get one half off. Oz Pizza, another pizza place. As I mentioned, lots of pizza. One Bite, more Mediterranean food here. And then I might have mentioned earlier, we have got Harvey's here on the corner, named after our beloved Harvey Milk, of course. So Harvey's is a fun nightclub. Really cool dancing and DJs in there. The fun thing about the Castro is while there's a lot to see and do, there's also some really fun happy hours and good prices. Shots are pretty cheap. So people like to really just come out to have a good time, and it can actually be a little bit more affordable than going out in some of the other neighborhoods in San Francisco. So it's a fun flower shop. So whatever you like to do, Badlands is another one to definitely go check out. They have got some fun stuff. Video dance bar, you get DJs in there. Toad Hall across the street, a little more chill kind of bar with a little bit of food. This is the GLBT Historical Society there. It's another kind of specialty pharmacy for Walgreens. The Thai chef here. And then right there on the corner, you have got Molly Stone's. That is a proper grocery store right in Castro. So if you need to go get your groceries, that's a good place. You've got a deli and all that kind of good stuff, good produce. So let's go drive around the Castro a little bit and see some of the surrounding areas. All right, guys, so we walked around Castro and 18th, and now we are driving on Market Street. And check out that beautiful flag. And if you can see the pink triangle in the background up there on the hill close to Sutro Tower, that is also iconic right around Pride. So for the month of June, you'll see the beautiful pink triangle up there as well. We're gonna go drive Market Street. So coming from Upper Market here, you've got the cafe there. It's right there by Castro. Across the street is Beau. Fun drag brunch there. Definitely had a great time at Beau. You can see there's some other shops around, other fun things to do. That Zona Mexicana grill, so we can get Mexican food. There's a little crystal shop next door. Tons of fitness places here in the Castro. Surprise, surprise. I'm coming up here, Fitness SF was my go-to gym living here in the city. Super fun. A Super Duper Burger, it's kind of a local chain. The Lookout there is super fun. They've got lots of fun events. And look, today is Farmers Market, because today now is Thursday, because I had to come back a different day. And they shut down that street there for Farmers Market on Thursday evenings. You got Barry's Boot Camp and Canela, that's like a Spanish place. And then coming up over here, you have got High Tops, which is a sports bar. It's a gay sports bar. And then there's actually another new place called Ricky's that just opened up right over there. And that is a female-owned sports bar focused around, female sports, women's sports. It's lesbian-owned. Of course, everyone is welcome, but it's one of the few lesbian bars and that just opened, so that's kind of fun and new. And then as we're heading down here, or you see Café du Nord over there, from the Castro, we're kind of heading over, we're still in Upper Market, but we're heading a little bit further away from Castro. You can see here, this is one of the Muni Underground stops, that big orange area. And then up here is Safeway. So you've got groceries close by if you don't want to go to Molly Stone's or one of the other grocers. And then across from Safeway up here is Whole Foods. So this is the Whole Foods right here across from Safeway. You see there's like newer condos above there, apartments above there. And then coming up here, we've got Pet Food Express. And you can see across the street, that's the Mint. Super fun, the United States Mint up there on the hill. So they print all the money, pretty cool. And then straight ahead, you can see that's 8 Buchanan. That's one of the newer builds here in Upper Market. And there's a lot of newer construction up here. A lot of things have changed here in the past 15 years. We are heading now, we are out of the Castro. We're heading down Market. So that just kind of gives you a lay of the land for how things fit in. Over there is Lower Haight. Over here is Mission Dolores. All right, so here we are driving. We're leaving Castro and 18th. Let's go up 18th. We're gonna go up the hill. This is like if we were heading to Noe Valley. So actually, if you take 18th and go over the hill, you will get into Noe Valley. We're not gonna go quite up that far, but just for the reference. So as things go up the hill, they do tend to get a little bit more windy. It's kind of just a windier afternoon right now. And one thing I forgot to point out on my walking around, that's Anchor Oyster Bar. So if you like oysters, that's a super popular place, especially on the weekend for like, an afternoon brunch or something. People love to go there. And this is Castro and 19th. Again, that's the smaller grocery store here if you want like snacks and things. We've got good stuff. Now we're gonna go up the hill a little bit, and you can just see it's mostly Victorians. Lots of like 2 to 4 unit buildings is probably the best way to put them. Sometimes they're condos, sometimes they're apartments, sometimes they're TICs or tenancy in common. I talked about that in another episode, but San Francisco's got some unique property types, tenancy in common being one of them. That's where you own exclusive rights to your unit, but you own a percentage of the building. So you don't own it like a condo, you actually own a percentage of your building, and then you just get to use your unit. So that's kind of a fun, quirky San Francisco thing. And of course, you've got condos and single family homes. Pricing in this neighborhood is, you can imagine, it's pretty up there in the price per square foot. You can maybe get a 1-bedroom for under $1 million, but really 2 bedrooms and up, you're probably looking at $1 million unless it's a TIC. Now, TICs, tenancy in commons, do tend to be less expensive than condos. And there's a few reasons for that we don't need to get into now, but you can afford a little bit more if you get into a TIC. These single family homes are, 1.5 and up from there for the most part. If you're looking for 3 bedrooms and whatnot, you see how beautiful the views are from here. It's so nice. Now we're kind of just driving down the hill. We're on Noe Street just to kind of show you around a little bit. There's definitely hills around Castro. Castro, kind of where I was walking, you can see was mostly flat, a little bit of an incline when you're going up 18th, but there are a lot of hills around Castro. So if you live in the neighborhood, you may live up a hill, you may not. You could be down in the flats. The closer you get to Market Street, the flatter it tends to kind of get if you're over on the Castro side of things. You just see these big, beautiful homes and Victorians. And we're actually coming up here. We are going to dead end at Dolores Park. And we're just going to drive around for a quick second to show you what Dolores Park looks like, because this is probably the biggest going out park in the neighborhood. There's not really another park like this close by. So this is where people will go out on weekends. And as I mentioned, this is where a lot of the Pride festivities take place. The Dyke March takes off here, and the Dykes on Bikes kick it off. It's so fun. If you've never been to San Francisco for Pride, definitely come check out. Again, doesn't matter if you're straight, gay, queer, questioning. We love everybody. Everyone is welcome at Pride. It is so much fun. So checking out Dolores Park from up here, man, look how beautiful this park is. It's a pretty big park too. There's tons of space. They set up stages and all sorts of stuff. And it's such a good time year round. People come out here on Sunday that have all sorts of fun activist activities and just all sorts of fun music things. And you can just see what a great, beautiful view it is from up here too. You get the downtown city view. Thanks so much for joining me today on Living in the San Francisco Bay Area. I hope you had a fun time checking out the Castro. It is such a fun neighborhood and it's right in the heart of the city. It's so easy to get around everywhere. So if you enjoyed this content and you want to reach out, please shoot me a comment below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe and like. And if you're looking to move, whether it be in 9 days or 90 days, I would love to hear from you. My contact information is below. You can text me, call me, or send me an email. You can also scan the QR code in my banner and book a Zoom meeting with me. I'm Andrea West. I've been a realtor since 2010 and I'm a Bay Area native. When we work together, your goals are my business. Happy Pride, all. Take care.